Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Things They Won't Say. I'm your host, Linus.
And I'm Sai.
Today we're going to have a little more of a fun one, kind of like that pilot episode. We're going to talk about phobias, just because we kind of want to have a chill back recording. You know, it's been a nice weekend, we're just relaxing, so we just kind of want to keep it a little chill.
Yeah, and this will go up after the religion series, so we want to make amends for you guys hating us now.
Yeah, I mean, obviously you're going to hate us because, you know, controversy. So we're just going to go through this A to Z list of phobias that we found and just talk about a few, see if we have any stories. Just, you know, share a little bit. If you guys want to share about your phobias in the comments, feel free. Don't make fun of each other, or do. I mean, we can't control what you do. So
That's probably
we got the A's up here. So there's acrophobia, which is a fear of heights, which ironically
I used to have that. I used to. It was a long time ago when I was just a little boy, and like it only kicks in when I was about like 15 feet off the ground. It didn't really kick in like when I was like so high off the ground, and it's on. And I still have it a little bit now today. Just like if you're standing out over a ledge, like on a huge skyscraper, I still get it a little bit. Even like looking out kind of a window.
You fly.
Yes, but because here's the thing though, if for whatever reason the engine goes out, the plane is just a giant glider.
That's how you look at it?
Yeah,
you're gonna be
the
able to
plane
land
is just
that?
a giant glider, and worst case scenario, you put it in a field and call it a day, and I'll probably survive.
Okay, so like with me, I did a family trip to Gatlinburg at one point when I was younger, and we went there and went to Chimney Rock. And that's when I, like, conquered my fear of heights, like, air quotes on that. Because, like, I'm still scared of them at times. Like, if I'm, like, super high up, like, yeah, it's gonna kick in. But, like, climbing up Chimney Rock and going up the trail, like, leaning over the bar at the top, and, like, looking down, like, it was, like, 1,000 feet or whatever. Like, that was cool for me, you know? Or, like, flying for the first time when I was younger. Having flown for the first time in, like, years just this past summer was weird for me, too. I mean, like, roller coasters used to terrify me, but I ended up kind of getting over it once Chimney Rock happened, because I was like, oh, I can be up high and not terrified. I had this bad incident with, like, you know the Ring of Fire at, like, carnivals? So it's like
Yeah.
it's the circle roller coaster that, like, stops you upside down at the top, so you're, like, 70 feet off the ground, hanging upside down, sliding out of your bar.
Yeah.
And we were up there for, like, a minute, and I cried. Like, I shit you not, I started bawling my eyes out, because I was like, it was just terrifying for me. So heights were a no-go until, like, pretty recent, honestly.
I think the fear of heights, though, is, like, a very common...
Like, it's logical.
It's logical. Well, exactly, right? A lot of fears are derived from the human's just evolutionary...
process. Like, it's our instincts. So that one I get. Wait, okay, this is an... Algophobia. The fear of pain.
That's very... I think everyone...
That's just matter of fact.
That's just, yeah. I think everyone has it. It's not like you're afraid of it. It's not like if I stub my
I don't think
toe,
I'm actively afraid of, like, feeling pain.
But nobody wants it.
Yeah, well... okay,
Well,
we're not gonna...
There are...
PG, we're cutting it there. Oh no. Okay,
What?
so you have acmephobia, fear of needles or pointed objects.
No, fuck needles. I hate them.
Okay.
Our school is doing a blood drive right now, and not happening. Nope.
Not happening for you?
Not happening for me. The one thing I can't handle is needles. That's it. And even then, for me, it's not like...
So, like, you never get a tattoo?
Actually, there's a couple good things, because I know I will never do heroin, at least. So,
speaking of
that's
that,
good.
I just watched Train Spotting. It's a Ewan McGregor film, and it's about a guy who's addicted to heroin. It's on Netflix. You should watch that, by the way.
Okay.
I know you hate needles, but, like, it's a good movie. Side note.
It's just an uncomfort thing.
Just
like,
the comfort level?
Like, okay, do you know, like on the news or something, especially during the Ebola outbreak, like back when we were like in 7th grade or whenever?
Yeah.
And they would show pictures of like people getting shots just because like it's...
Did that really like make you queasy?
It doesn't make me queasy or throw up. I just look away. Because, like, I just don't like it. It just looks gross to me. I'm not an anti-vaxxer. I have more than 3 brain cells. So I still know. I'm
So you never get a tattoo, though?
I would never. I don't know. I don't understand the point of tattoos. I don't get it.
Okay, that's a whole other topic. We
We
can argue about that some
I
other
understand.
time.
I get small tattoos, but people who have, like, 90% of their body being tattooed. I don't get it. I don't think that's attractive.
Okay,
attractive
I
in
got
my
like 3 more for us to do for the A's. Androphobia, the fear of men.
That's good. That's really funny.
That's just ironic. For like,
That's
imagine
funny.
if you had it, Corey. If you were afraid of men,
Well, then I wouldn't be gay. That's one.
as if you are now.
Okay, I'll trap myself. Damn it.
Okay. No, like I just find that one. That's like you can't be born with that. That's a very traumatic.
That
That's
has
a
to
trauma
be-
force thing.
That has to be like.
That's
Yeah.
not an innate fear. That's
No.
one that's like trauma. That has to be.
But even then, how
Okay.
does that transfer to like all men?
That's like kind of crazy. I mean, fair enough. This next one really gets me. Anthrophobia. You want to guess what that one is?
Anthrophobia.
I'll give you one guess, and then I'll go spill it. Just go for something. You're not going to expect it. I'm telling you that now.
What's anthropology?
Oh, anthropology is study of like societies. I'm pretty sure.
So are you
it's
scared of like social interactions?
No, that's the next one. Anthropophobia. Anthrophobia is the fear of flowers.
What?
Imagine if you ran at someone with like a daisy and they just started crying. I'm sorry. Give me a second to compose myself.
I don't.
Why would you fear flowers? They're so pretty.
I'm dumbfounded. I don't get it. What? How?
That has to be like the rarest. Okay.
That. I can see sunflowers.
Sunflowers?
Some.
Some.
Sunflowers.
I was like sunflower.
No. Like Venus flytraps.
Okay, that is that really a thing?
That's
a
not.
flower.
That's not. Like that's not scary, but like if someone was like, I don't like Venus flytraps, I'd be like, that's cool.
Like, but
I'm
like
not
if someone's
gonna-
like, I have a deadly fear of dandelions.
I would be. I
I'd
don't
be like,
know.
why?
I don't know what I'd say to them.
I don't know. This next one, yeah, you can attack arachnophobia.
That's fair.
That's fair. I
That's a
think
fair-
that is so fair.
That's a
And
fair-
also,
that's a fair-
it's wrong with this. It says fear of spiders. It's fear of arachnids. I fear scorpions as well. Let's be very clear.
Scorpions.
Scorpions are terrifying.
I think scorpions are cool. I
Okay,
don't have a fear
they're
of spiders.
cool, but I am like, if I saw one closer than 15 feet, I would scream and run for the hills. I mean, I do that with spiders. Like, okay, I had this story. I'm like, everything traumatic seemed to have happened from the ages 6 to 9 for me for some reason. But no, I'm like 7. I'm in the bathtub, and I start screaming like bloody murder, crying. So my mom runs in on me, like cowered in the corner of the bathtub, naked, and there's a daddy long leg of all spiders at the back of the bathtub, and she's like, "What is wrong with you?" Takes off her shoe, just smacks it, and I'm like, "Is it really that easy?"
Yeah, it is.
I
It is.
guess.
Even tarantulas. There was
Oh.
I was at this one camp. Like it was the epitome of like a summer camp. You know, there was a lake with a rope swing. You stayed in little cabins and tents. It was cool. And one of my camp counselors who like stayed with us in the cabin opened up his kind of like briefcase. It was like a leather briefcase, like a stereotypical one that he kept all of his clothes in just to like keep the rain out or whatever. There was a black widow in there.
Ooh, see, I swear. So we were cleaning the outside of our house yesterday and like spraying spider and like insect repellent and everything. So like we were like washing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like hosing down one of the lights. This spider, probably the size of my palm, like fell out of the light. Like I could clearly tell it was a spider from like the other side of my house where I was spraying from because the hose length. And I screamed. Like, I'm like 20 feet away, and that's in my yard, somewhere in the grass, and I don't want to mess with that. Like, I'm scared to go out back right now. Like, I don't want to go out there. Okay, there's kind of one more I want to do for the A's that I just saw. Autophobia, the fear of being alone. Don't we all? Don't we all?
I think that's a... There are...
I mean,
that's
some people
true.
prefer being alone, but like...
I think the fear of, like... I like my alone time. I think every human
But I
needs
can
it.
never be alone for,
That's
like,
important.
ever.
I think that's what, like, a lot of people fear is they fear, like, dying alone. Or they fear, like, being alone
Ugh,
for, like,
yeah.
years or something like that.
That would be terrible. Okay, the bees. I only really have one in here that I want to cover. Barophobia. The fear of gravity.
Bars, oh.
The fear of gravity.
How do you fear... That is constant.
You would be in constant terror if you actually had a serious fear of gravity. Like,
Okay.
you'd have to, like, sit there and be like, okay, I'm going to get up. And then, like, you'd be like, oh, I can feel the weight.
There are actually two different interpretations of this. Are they talking about gravity is in physics, or gravity is in the movie?
I really don't like Sandra Bullock. I can't
don't.
see that movie. Just starts like crying.
It was actually a really great movie, though. But
It was. George Clooney's
it was
great.
great. It was a great movie. But anyways, they didn't like it because of the title. It just set them off.
Yeah, it just sets them off.
Set
Okay,
them off.
I got a few on here for the C's. This first one, I think you're really you got this one maybe. Cacophobia, the fear of ugliness.
Oh.
Fear of ugliness.
Ugliness? I'm afraid of myself. Scary.
And you look in a mirror and you just
You look in a mirror
scream.
and cracks, and then you just scream.
There's a few in here that like I feel like a lot of people have like casual fears of some of these. Like okay, claustrophobia. A lot of people have a problem with that. Some people like it.
What is
though.
it?
Fear of enclosed spaces.
Oh, claustrophobia.
That's like
Yeah.
one of the most common ones.
Claustrophobia and claustrophobia, arachnophobia, and then the fear of heights.
Oh, here's another.
I think
Coulrophobia, the fear of clowns. A lot of people have that one.
That clowns are I don't mind clowns.
Do you remember when that whole clown hunting thing happened?
That was ridiculous. People were I'm honestly about to go on a rant. People are fucking idiots. Okay, first of all, the people dressing up in these clown costumes are some of the dumbest human beings out there, and here's why: they stand in the middle of a country road where you have all these rednecks who are armed to the teeth with shotguns and whatnot, and are willing and they want to shoot you. It's like, give me a damn reason to shoot you. So they're standing in the middle of these roads with like a bat or some shit just to look tough, and so they stop these cars, and then people go up and back up. Okay, there are two things wrong with that. One, if I'm in the car and you are threatening me, I'm going to floor it and you're going to die. Okay? So that's the first problem. And two, if you're the clown, do you not have anything better to do with your time?
Okay, that's a really fair point. Like,
I'm sorry.
Okay, you have the free time.
What's the point?
You have the free time and the money. Because, like, some of them buy, like, machetes.
Yeah.
And, like...
They go all out.
Like, you're buying weapons, you're buying a costume, you're buying makeup.
That's gotta be against... They have to be breaking some sort of law. There's
Oh,
gotta
for
be,
sure.
like... There has to be... You have to have, like, a permit. Or so, I would imagine you can't just outwardly be having a machete in public.
I mean, well, okay, fun fact, Indiana, if I remember correctly, there is no legal... like problem. You can carry a bladed weapon up to any length. There's no like length limit. So I always made the joke. I was like, imagine like you're just walking through Walmart with like a 7-foot long like pike. You're just like chilling.
That's awesome.
Like I'm pretty sure. Check me on that. But I remember talking about this when I was younger because like my friend used to like when I was younger down the street collected swords.
Yeah.
So like he had like a katana, and I was like, I used to have a huge fear of blades. Funny enough.
What's that? Google it. Search it up.
No,
We'll get to
we
it
gotta get to the
eventually.
next because this one's gonna piss you off. Cynophobia.
Fear of sinning.
No, it's with a C, Corey.
Oh, it is?
It's with a C.
Okay. Cynophobia.
It's with a C.
And it's gonna piss me off?
Yes.
What do I get really aggravated about? I don't know. What is it?
The fear of dogs.
I fucking love dogs. Oh, I should have guessed. Oh, what a... Yeah.
There were two guesses: cynicism or dogs for you.
Yeah.
Like it's gonna be one of the two. I know you get pissed with me about your cynicism and me going off about it.
Yeah.
But no,
Well,
okay. I used to be afraid of dogs actually. Did you?
Dogs, okay. Dogs I understand. Big dogs, like if people don't like big dogs, that's cool. That's fine. Like German Shepherds, Rottweilers, I get it. But like my dog is a puggle, and people get like scared of him. He is like the least threatening dog on the planet.
Okay, so here's why I was scared of dogs up until pretty recently. I was 2 years old, and I got tackled by a Saint Bernard. So the Saint Bernard's like 100 pounds.
Yeah.
I'm like 30 pounds max. Like I was a pretty chubby kid, so I'm feeling I'm up there, you know. And I'm just, you know, toddling around in the yard, and this giant dog is just and just like my mom always tells me she's like watching it in slow mo because she's like, oh no, the dog is going for me, and like she's gonna like reach out to like run for me, and this dog is just barreling through the yard, and I'm just like clueless and just knocks me to the ground and starts licking me and like jumping on me.
Aw.
So like, but after that, then like my mom's friend Punky had this dog that I was scared of all the time at parties because that thing was fast and it would just like zoom at you, and she was a biter. She was a biter. So like, up until I was like 12, because at 12 is when I started hanging out with my cousin's dogs, and Finny was the epitome of like my favorite dog. It's like old man energy. Like Finney just like tries to eat your food off the table, sits on the couch with you, will watch a movie, and will fart. Like that's all he does. Those are his like daily activities, you know. So like I just like when I dog sit for like my cousin, I just chill with him, and like we'd watch a movie and just hang out, like the dog, and then he'd just sit on my lap. But he was like a big dog too. He was a bloodhound, like a basset hound, beagle mix.
Yeah.
So like they're smelly and they have big floppy ears and droopy eyes, but they're like adorable in like the most old man way. I remember he was getting really old. He passed away recently, but before he passed away, so they have like a 4-story house because they live downtown. He broke his butt going down the stairs.
Aww.
So like he was like trying to go down the stairs and just hit his butt too hard while he was going down.
It's so cute.
So like it's
so
like
sad.
it's like sad, but it's like adorable.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, we're on to the D's.
Now what's the fear of cats?
The fear of
Do you know
cats.
right off your head?
I do not. Oh, it's right down here on the E's. Allurophobia, the fear of cats.
Cats, I understand more than dogs.
Oh yeah, no. The worst thing, my friend had cats growing up. If a cat stands on your lap and they're not declawed, you have constant fear of getting clawed in the dick.
It's
that was always my thing. Like his cat would sit on my lap, and I'm like, this cat needs to move. And if I start to get up, it's gonna like attach and just claw my dick.
I mean, there are some great cats out there, but a lot of them are just like mean.
I feel like
They're
a lot
really
of them are
mean.
mean-spirited for sure. Going back to the D's, there's one that like this one. There's a few in here. There's 4, so we'll just go through all of them really quickly. Dendrophobia, fear of trees. I mean,
How?
there's
fall
there's
out of
no
one?
Whomping Willow from Harry Potter gonna like beat your ass or something.
Do you just fall out of one?
They're probably just like scared of like large trees consistently falling on them. I feel like they're just like there's a large tree next to me. It could fall at any moment. Like I feel like that's what it's got to be. Dentophobia, fear of dentists. I get
That's
it.
fair.
I
That's
get
fair.
it. They're terrifying in
That's fair.
their own right. Domatophobia, fear of houses.
No, that's homophobia.
Okay, that was good. No, so that one, get an apartment.
Yeah, I guess. So.
I guess.
What's the fear of apartments?
I don't know. There's an ecophobia's fear of the home, like your own house. That's kind of just sad. That's
Of the home?
like as in your home. Like
How
you're,
are you?
You're scared of like where you live, not houses themselves. That's
okay.
just sad. Like,
Yeah.
sorry, that's just sad.
That's just like
that
that
hurts
is.
my heart to hear that that's a thing. This one really bothers me. Dysticophobia, fear of accidents. I mean,
those just naturally happen.
yeah, that's just how life works.
That's just how it is.
Oh, here we go. My mom was kind of on this one earlier. Ephobophobia, fear of teenagers.
Teenagers suck.
We suck.
We really do.
We really-
we're the worst. We really are.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. Here's the one that we've been looking for. Gynophobia. You want to guess what that one is?
Gynophobia.
Yeah.
And we've been looking for it.
Yeah. It's a counterpart to earlier. Fear of women.
Oh.
Women are scary sometimes.
That was the most incel thing I think you've ever said to me.
I'm not an incel. Let's make that very clear.
That was one of the most incel things you've ever said.
That anyone could say. Let's put it that
Yeah.
way.
Women
Okay.
are scary.
Women are scary.
2018.
2018?
It's 20.
It's 2019.
Whatever,
you
same
do
thing.
ass. Wait. Okay, we all know glossophobia, fear of speaking in public. These other two for
That's
G's.
fair. That's
Gamophobia, fear of marriage, fair. Some people just can't do commitment. You do you. I mean, gynophobia, the fear of knees.
like the
Like
what?
the body part. Gynophobia.
Like maybe they're afraid of getting their knees knocked out or something.
Just the fear of knees.
Yeah.
You're just like, you see like some like gnarly kneecaps, you're like, oh, those are spooky.
That's bizarre.
Some of these are so dumb, because like not all of them are like legit medical conditions, but it's like they've been given a name so that we can correlate the idea with like a proper medical, air quotes, term. I mean, we know hydrophobia, the fear of water. Oh, hippopotamomonstrosa quidilophobia, or whatever, the fear of long words.
That's like one of the
It's so ironic.
The person who made that is evil because
This
it
is
is
a
one of
long
the
word.
It is one of the longest words in the English dictionary.
Yeah. Dude, some of these just, like, make sense, though, I feel like, on this one. Hypochondria, I mean, fear of illness, we know that one. I mean, I feel like a lot of people have that, especially because of freaking Google MD. Don't even get me started.
WebMD.
WebMD, Google MD, all that shit. Let's see. Kumpaunophobia, the fear of buttons.
What?
Dude, some people just don't like buttons, I guess.
I guess
Dude,
not.
I mean, I bet this is why it came around. Some guy buttoned the top collar of his shirt and it was too tight and like started choking himself and it like really pissed him off. And so he's like, I can't do buttons, and he just
Now,
started, he started wearing cardigans.
was it buttons just like on a keyboard? Like you're just
Maybe
typing along and you
maybe
just
like
use
someone's
it?
really freaked out by like control panels. That could be
Yes,
it.
Maybe.
That might have a few different ways to look at it. Oh no, megalophobia. No.
What is it?
No, it's the fear of large things.
Oh,
There's a lot of
that's fair.
I mean, I guess. I mean, then there's microphobia, fear of small things.
True. Yep.
Is there like a mediophobia? It's not on this list.
Fear of
medium-sized things, just average.
Fear of being average.
That's probably a
That's
fear.
a fear. That's got to be.
There
a
we
fear.
go. Oh, here we go. Necrophobia, fear of death or dead things.
That's. I feel like everyone's got that. Fear of dying.
I mean, yeah.
I think as a young person.
Octophobia, fear of the figure 8.
What?
You just really hate how an 8 looks. I mean, like, dude, you could really, if someone actually had that, you could just walk up to them and be like, Infinity, 8, racetracks. Just like really just fuck with them. Highways, interstates.
Oh my god. I don't, why? Do you just, is it like the form?
Like the figure of 8, like the shape of it. Like figure.
Maybe they just don't, like they had like 8 kids.
Octomom.
And all of them were just the worst.
Okay, it's like,
something, I
what
don't
else
know.
is in here? There's podophobia, fear of feet. Phobophobia, the fear of phobias.
What?
You're afraid of having a phobia, thus have a phobia, and then that's just dumb. I'm sorry.
It's a
There's no
self-fulfilling prophecy.
yeah, exactly. I mean, philophobia, the fear of love.
Oh, that's just sad.
Philometophobia, the fear of kissing. Pedophobia, the fear of children.
The opposite of pedophiles.
Are you a pedophile or a pedophobe? Just like, I don't like kids, get them away from me. I feel like, dude, it's like that old guy in Monster House.
Oh my God.
He's a pedophobe.
He is.
Damn kids, like, get away from me and my housewife.
Until she dies.
Okay, that was a bad housewife.
Oh, I get it.
I
get it.
I'm
That's
sorry.
Bad.
That's
bad. Nope, that was bad.
Tachophobia, the fear of speed. I wonder if they mean like speed or like the drug speed.
Well, Speed is that's more of like a street name.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
So I think that's just like you go fast.
Oh no, this one's bad. Sociophobia, the fear of social evaluation. I really don't like it when my peers judge me.
Oh, that's sad.
That one just kind of hurts.
That one's so sad.
Here we go, like, yeah. Oh, this is the one I was talking about before we even started this. Trypophobia, the fear of holes. So, like, people get legitimately freaked out by beehives because the honeycombs and not the bees.
I don't like bees.
I hate bees.
I don't get it.
Okay, the reason I hate bees, by the way, like, I was like, again, I'm like young, I'm like 5 maybe, and I'm at my friend's pool, and under their little rug on the deck, there's a ton of dead bees, stinger up through the rug. I get 6 stingers in one foot, 4 in the other,
And
I
they
had
not
to
like tell you?
No, they didn't know they were under there. So I had to have my mom pull out each stinger individually from my feet.
That's horrible.
So I've been like deathly afraid of them ever since. Like there's a wasp, there's a hornet, there's a bee. I don't care if it's a sweat bee, a bumblebee, a bee that ain't gonna sting me. I'm screaming bloody murder. We're driving in the car one day with the windows down the highway, and a bee lands on my lap, and I like just let out this like blood curdling scream. My mom whipped the car over to the side of the road and like is like looking back trying to figure out what's going on, and I tell her it was a bee, and she nearly slapped the shit out of me because she's like, "You almost made us crash over a bee!" Like she's ready to go to town on me.
That's really funny.
It's funny, but like I was legitimately,
I mean,
like, oh.
for me, it's just like bees are like mobile needle carriers.
So they're like they're your worst fear. They're ready.
They're flying needles and they suck. They're the worst.
Okay, so V through Z are all their own section because there's like one per each. So we're just gonna go through the last few of these. You got Venustrophobia, the fear of beautiful women.
You have the fear of women and the fear of
beautiful women. They're separate. No, funny enough, in the play that we're doing at our school, which is like a really popular play all around the country, there's a whole scene, because it's like an 8-vignette show, there's a whole scene where this guy is like afraid of things, and he talks about how he's afraid of beautiful girls. And then, like, in the stage directions, it's like, notices the girl he is talking to is beautiful, starts to panic more with the next lines. So, because, like, they're, like, having a conversation, and he can't feel pain. So, like, she, like, hits him over the head with an ironing board on accident, and he's like, I'm fine! But then he's like, my brother tells me to fear things, like cute girls and falling in love, and, like, it's meant to be, like, really sad. And then he's like, oh no, you're really pretty.
That's funny.
So he like starts freaking out. Okay, there's verminophobia, the fear of germs. I mean, we know germaphobes. We know them. Wiccophobia, the fear of witches and witchcraft. Salem. Burn the witch. Burn the bitch. No.
That was like 18 people.
That's literally, wiccophobia, people still have that. I mean, look, people try to ban Harry Potter.
Why?
It's so good. Why would you do that?
It's Satan.
Okay, these next two. You know what xenophobia is? We took history classes. Yeah. Fear of strangers or foreigners. Seems like we have a problem with that nowadays.
Them goddamn immigrants.
Oh my god. I saw a meme the other day, and it was like, Mom, can we raid Area 51 to get an alien? And she's like, we have aliens at home. And it was aliens at home, and it showed like an illegal immigrant. And I was like, that is terrible.
It's so funny.
It's so funny, but I was like, that's terrible.
It's really great.
It's like it's a solid meme. Terrible that I had to think about that.
That's really funny.
Then there's zoophobia, fear of animals.
Zoos. Oh, animals.
Really?
What?
We literally have the course zoology at our school. It's the study of animals.
The study of zoos.
Oh my god. Yeah. So fear of animals. I mean, there's some, like okay. I used to have like a deathly fear of sharks, for no reason, because like they're not actually that scary in like concept. Like, you shouldn't be afraid of getting hit, like attacked by a shark unless you're being an idiot, or just like are consistently in the ocean.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I was that kid who was like, oh, shark's gonna get me in the bathtub.
You just see a little fin sticking out of the water, you're like, what?
But no, like, I wrote you remember Young Authors? Did you do that in elementary school?
I did not.
So, they, like, made us write, like, little books and do, like, proper annotations in the back, like, in first grade. Like, with our sources, and, like, you'd put it inside the book that they gave you and, like, decorate the cover, and, like, you could put, like, paste photos down, or you could do, like, rub art. And I got, like, really creative with them. And I remember my first grade book was about sharks. I did a whole, like, book about sharks, and it was pretty cool. But, like, that's, like, what got me scared about them, because I learned so much, and I was like, oh my gosh, bull sharks can be in fresh water.
They can.
And so...
It's so scary.
It's actually terrifying, because, like, I went fishing one time at a lake, and I caught a fish, but then I look out and I saw a fin. Like, I saw a fin in the lake, and I was like, oh, fuck no, we're going to catch a shark. Like, I was like, we're getting that shit out of there. Because I was like, I'm not going back in that water until we catch that shark. So I'm like 13, and I'm like an ignorant little fuck. And I'm trying to hunt a shark with a normal fishing rod from the dock. And I'm just like, nothing.
That's awesome.
Nothing. And I'm like, okay, there's no shark. I'm delusional, I think. So I would have been really bad if I would have said that and got in there and got bit. But no, and like, you remember those I Survived books?
Yeah.
I read one about a bull shark attack in the Mississippi River.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh no, dude. Like, bull sharks are the scariest still. Bull sharks and tiger sharks.
Well, they're scary. I think bull sharks statistically also have like the most attacks.
Yeah, they do, because they are actually like super aggressive.
Yeah.
Tiger sharks as well, makos are up there. Great whites are actually pretty low comparatively to most sharks.
I thought they were still up there, but
they're up there, but like they're not top 5, I don't think.
Yeah.
I feel like they're like 6.
I'm no shark expert.
I used to be when I was younger. My sister wanted to be a marine biologist for the longest time, and I didn't, because I did not like anything but sharks, like, to study. So, like, we adopted a manatee, like the ones you could do in Florida.
Aww,
so she got like a yearbook every year about like photos from all the things that the manatee did. I don't remember what happened to it, like, when it passed, because it's been like, you know,
manatees live for a minute.
They do, I feel like, but it's been a long time. Maybe. I mean, it might still be alive. But, like, oh my god. Speaking of sharks, so I'm on vacation. This will be like the last note we talk about, but I'm on vacation the other year. We're down in Biloxi, Mississippi, okay? And we go parasailing. And it's Shark Week. So we've been watching videos and shows about sharks all week long, because my sister's obsessed with Shark Week. And we're parasailing, and we see dorsal fins pop out of the water as we're landing into the water. We landed in a pod of dolphins, though.
That's
it was
awesome.
the coolest shit. Like, if you ever get the chance to go parasailing, at everyone who's listening to this, do it. And if that happens to you, please find a way to tell me, because it is the coolest experience, and I want to hear your, like, opinion on it. It was one of the coolest experiences, because, like, we land, and then I know where a dolphin jumps out, like, not 20 feet next to us, even. Like, breaches. And I'm like, holy shit. We're not dead. Like, because that's my first reaction. I thought it was sharks. I was like, we're going to die. Like,
yeah, obviously.
Like, we're on the back of the boat. It takes a while to get pulled in because, like, the parachute kind of gets in the water. So I'm, like, freaking out. And my sister and I are just, like, looking at each other, kind of, like, screaming on the way in. we're like holding each other, like, in the straps. We're like, we're dying together, sis. Like, and it was just dolphins. And it was, like, I don't know. So, some fear of some animals I get, but, like, not all of them, you know?
No. Like, if you're afraid of, I don't know, little baby puppies.
Like, if you have a fear of prairie dogs, fight
Yeah.
me. Fight me. Those are the cutest little motherfuckers ever. They're so adorable.
They are cute. They're cute.
They are. This guy did a study one time, and he, like, wore different colored shirts going into a prairie dog community, and they reacted differently because the colors of, like, their prey and predators and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, he wore, like, and, like, also, like, how prairie dogs kiss. Okay, this is a weird tangent. I have an obsession with prairie dogs. Favorite animal. Prairie dogs and penguins. Like, those are my two.
Penguins are cute.
Penguins are adorable. But, okay, yeah, so if you guys have any phobias that you want to talk about down in the comments below, feel free to vent that out and judge each other, I guess. Judge us if you want to about our phobias. I mean...
I get shit sometimes.
For the needles?
For needles.
Well, I mean, because, like, you're a little kid and you get shots, and, like, some kids are just fine with it.
Yeah.
I was fine with it once I hit, like, 10. Before that, I really hated them, too.
They suck, but oh well.
But yeah, so thank you guys for tuning in. We'll see you next week. Ciao.
That was bad. Why did you say ciao?
Ciao, man.